Hello and welcome to lesson number 8. It's all about the gliss and smash in this lesson. So this really is just a bit of fun. We're going to be stealing some techniques from the absolute legend that was Jerry Lee Lewis. Now, if you do not know who Jerry Lee Lewis is, you need to look him up. I'm sure you've heard of Great Balls of Fire, Johnny Be Good, fantastic songs. Jerry Lee Lewis really coined the idea of just whacking the piano and having a lot of fun. Lots of runs, you know, lots of just repetitiveness. That's all it is. It's not actually much to it. You're just taking a chord and you're whacking it repeatedly in triplets. So we're going to have a look at this because it's fantastic to have in your blues toolbox. So let's take a look. So let's start with the gliss, which is short for glissando. And what this means is just to run down the notes on the piano super quickly. Or up the piano. Really, really quickly. You've all heard it in rock and roll songs and blues songs, and it should be really simple. And it is. But if you do it the proper way, it can hurt a bit to start with. And I have actually had blood on the piano before because I actually have really sensitive fingernails. And the proper way to do it is you take your thumb and you use the top of your thumb. So you pop your thumb on the piano and you just move it all the way down. And eventually it won't hurt. But it takes a bit of time to strengthen up. And when you're doing a gliss, it's always good to know what note you're going to end on. If you're playing in a key of C, it's always a good idea just to finish on a C. Because it's always going to sound good, and you can hold it there then if you want to hold it before you carry on. Now, if you find it too difficult to use your thumb like that, you can just use your fingers and come all the way down. The problem with this is you're not going to get too low on the piano because your fingers are going to get in the way and you're not going to be able to finish. But if you are just doing a quick one up at the top of the piano, then that's fine. I have moved, obviously I'm only showing you a part of my piano here, and I have moved up. So we're just seeing the top section of the piano. But practice this. If you can do it with the top of your thumb, fantastic, brilliant, because that's the correct way. But if you really can't, then for now, you can just use your middle finger. Now, when you're coming back up the piano, you actually are using the back of your middle finger. That's me swearing at you then, but I'm not. So you take the back of your middle finger and you move it up. That's the smoothest way. Okay, but again, you can end up with a little bit of blood on the piano if you're not used to it. And again, if it hurts too much, don't worry about it. Just use your middle fingers, or 2 fingers, or 3 fingers. You can use 2 fingers on the way down, if you like. But you're just going to have to practice this and see what you're most comfortable with. So where do we use the gliss when we're playing our blues? Well, this is completely up to you. You have to feel it. You can throw it in whenever you want. When do you think it would sound good? When is it needed in your improvisation? To start with, I'd just pick a bar to do it over. Say, for instance, you're playing the 12 bar and you've just done lick 4. The next bar, you could do a gliss. Remember to end on that C, keeps it nice and clean for now. And then maybe you do another lick on lick 4. Yeah, you can just chuck it in there, or you can come back up before you go on to your next lick. Yeah, you just have to experiment with this. You can throw in that gliss whenever you like. Okay, so the Jerry Lee Lewis Smash. It's not actually called the Jerry Lee Lewis Smash. I've just made that up because that's kind of what he does. But all he's doing is playing triplets, but he does it high on the piano and he does it hard and fast. And it sounds fantastic when you watch him do it. But it's all about showmanship. So what he's doing, you would have heard of it, sounds like this. Okay, now all he's doing there is he's playing 3 notes very high up the piano, and he's playing them as hard and fast as he can. So the 3 notes I was using there is an A, a C, and an E flat. And if you think of a bar with 4 beats, we do triplets to each beat. So that's quick succession, 3 notes. 1, 2, 3. That's 1 beat. 1, 2, 3, 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. And then he tended to put a gliss in after it. Now there's many different chords you can do this with. This is a good one because these notes are pretty easy to get to very fast. It is a bit of a workout. Your wrist is going to hurt, but don't worry about that. It's fun and give you muscles. So if you're thinking of playing it to a bar in your 12-bar blues, you're going to be hitting it 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you could throw a gliss in for the next bar. So if you were to play this to the 12-bar, let's say we start with a lick. Let's do lick 1. And then move to the smash. Yeah, you can just throw it in anywhere in your improvisation. So this is just going to take some practice and your wrist is going to ache. So I wouldn't do too many of these in your 12-bar blues, but certainly throw it in there because it's very impressive when you're playing to your family. Now you can incorporate the smash and the run at the same time in the same bar. Yeah, so you're just going to have to play with it. So when you're practicing this, start really slowly. Start at maybe 70 beats per minute. It would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so nice and slowly and work your way up. And then you can incorporate the gliss and try and use your thumbnail if you can, but obviously I was cheating there and just using my finger. And the smash. Now if you do want to try a slightly different smash to the A, C and the E flat, you can just use a normal C chord. Still sounds good, right? And what's great about using the C chord is there's this easy slide. So when you're doing your triplets, you can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and all you're doing is hitting an E flat first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sounds good. Yeah, so those are the two you can use, the A, the C and the E, and then the C chord, but hitting the E flat first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so you just have to practice this. It will take some time. It will make your wrist ache, but if you were to do it every day, it would get strong in no time. And it's such a great thing to throw in there. And when you start learning songs like Great Balls of Fire, then if your wrist is already strong, happy, happy days. So in the exercises, one of the exercises is going to be practicing your gliss with either your thumbnail, which is the proper way, or just making it up any way you like. You can do it with your knees if you like. You can do it with your feet, your toes, your nose. It's up to you. The crazier the better in rock and roll. The second exercise is going to be practicing your smashes, and we've got the A, C and E flat, and then the C major. And then in the third exercise, I want you to incorporate both of these into your improvisation. And I'm going to give you an example of doing that. So happy practicing and enjoy. Okay, well, I really hope you don't bleed all over your piano, because trust me, when I've been practicing my glissandos before, I have been known to bleed a little bit over the piano, and it's not good. So I don't want you doing that. And this is why I tend to, you know, use my middle finger, which is completely wrong. The technique is wrong. You should be using your thumbnail. If you can do that, please do that, because it's the correct way to do it. But have lots of fun with this, especially those bashes. They're so much fun to play. And do watch some Jerry Lee Lewis as well. Watch how he does it, because the more you listen to how the greats do it, the better you're going to get at it yourself. So I have added in some exercises for you to follow along. Now you have something extra in your toolbox for improvising the blues at the piano. In the next lesson, we are going to be looking at a blues run, and this is a fantastic tool for you to chuck into your playing, so I'll see you there.